We have computer skills. We have this. I believe for everybody that got the prison, I'm sure it's a lot of money, that you do a follow-up on them. Let's shadow them, an aftercare plan. Let's get them out back into society. We cultivating them back into society and putting them on the street, and we putting them on the street with not the greatest job, but a job.
Right.
I'm putting you on the street with a counselor that know about women's body and awareness. Who'd know why that person started prostituting if there wasn't rape or something didn't happen? So know.
Well, now, and I hear what you're saying about the prostitution. But could you still put that the same thing as the drug dealer or just whatever kind of crime? But are you saying that you don't know of any programs that are helping?
Any effective programs?
Any effective. So
we in a recession, so them programs is, Obama, please, I hope you're listening to this.
I understand what you're saying, though.
You may start a grassroots program, we can start a grassroots program, and all of a sudden, the program is getting a lot of publicity, people is getting off the street, this is doing this, and all of a sudden, and B, guess what? The program that you're doing is well, and it's fine, but funding has to be cut, and that they always wanted to be a prostitute anyway. So why even waste our money on people that's going to be giving other people blows?
Well, tell me this then. Do you think that it's better for nonprofits now to start? Because what you're saying is not too far from the truth. The funding has been cut. And I mean, I know a lot of nonprofits in the Lehigh Valley area are like sweating bullets.
Right.
So what do you think about the importance of self-sufficiency? Not only, dealing with the nonprofits, but with the people as a whole.
Right.
I'm coming out of prison. If there were a program for me to learn, I've got a felony. What can I do? What do you think as far as the grassroots? How important is that to start a program like you were saying, or start a program? Once your son gets out, something that would help him. I mean, do you think that can still happen?
Yeah,
even without the grants and things of
yes, I believe, because you can also, an individual could also give their time. That's a grant within a grant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the big brother, you know how they have big brother, big sister, whatever? Yeah, you can. There could be someone that said, you know what, young man, I remember once when I was coming up and I was slinging, hustling, those are the terms of these, the young kids nowadays. I was slinging, I was hustling, and someone gave me a chance. I spent 10, 15 years, and I thought that, what am I going to do? And all I know is to sell drugs. Who is going to help me? What about computer skills? I think the prison should still offer the computer skill. Okay, not every prisoner want to take it. Not every prisoner wants to change, and not every prisoner can be saved right now until they say, you know what, this is my redemption time.
Right.
But my thing about it is, if you want people to change, you also got to let them know that you care also. It's not just me being a job and say, okay, I'm a caseworker. This is just a job. When we also got the application, it's a duty that we said we're going to perform. There are some people that don't want to change. You pull back from them to give them the space, but then also, like a mother trying to teach a child how to walk, you give that little coddling of, you let them go out there, you monitor them, and one day they will turn and say, I can do this on my own. But half of the people that turns hardcore is because they feel that nobody care anyway.
Okay.
And it's not all about that the cops is the bad guys all the time. No, because I'm sure there's some very good cops out there. And it's not every CO that's a bad CO. And I'm sure that there's some COs out there that see what's going on and want to say something. But remember that blue code of silence, they themselves don't want to get beat by the other COs. So they're good judges, they're good cops, they're good people out there, and I'm not knocking the system for everybody, but I'm just saying the ones that I have dealt with right about now is just not listening to the mental health population. That's where it's at. It's your background, your education, your mental health, and family involvement. Because I know when my son was in front of the judge the first time, the first thing they asked him was, what's your name? Where do you live? Did you graduate from high school? And my thing about it is, you can graduate from Temple University and still commit a crime.
That's true.
So, but they always want to know, did you graduate from school?
Mm-hmm.
One of the first things. And I guess if you graduate from school, you know better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But when the book and the cap and gown is done, and there's no job out there, I don't see anybody walking around saying, sir, do you want to do this? No. You see the spinning wheels and you see all of this. Which high school say, yeah, when I graduate, I'm going to sling some drugs. My son diligently looked for a job. Diligently looked for a job. But you know what? He got caught up in the system. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up in the system. He's not an innocent party. But he saw the glimmer. He saw the glitz. He saw, mommy, I went to OVR. I went to this place. I went to that place. They all tell me, wait, because of the budget, we don't have enough caseworkers. So my son fell through the cracks. And on the second interview, I'm going to bring his papers and show you what we have done. So, but he's done. And as a mother, dealing with mental health, do you honestly believe that I didn't go out there with him? I did. You know, I went out there with him. I did all that I had to do for him. But like I said, education, mental health, family status, and knowing the right person to network with. Because even if my son was to get out of jail today, he needs to get out of jail, and he needs to know, I got to take care of my mental health status. I need to make sure I look for a productive job. I go and be a father. Are they teaching them how to be a father in prison? Are they teaching them are they the classes for fathers? Like if you're a father, you take little classes and say, how to be this, how to be that?
Well, didn't they used to have programs in the prisons where they
educational programs? I'm not too sure. All I know, my son said they done took away the library.
Wow.
So the library have internet. So if they done took away the library, I don't know whether it was because people was on the internet doing whatever. But when you take away the law library or the library,
that means that there's nothing.
There's nothing. It's like, you know what?
Was it recently?
It was recently.
Wow.
According to my son, LCP does not have the equipment that they need. And I'm sure they have programs. I'm sure that they do. But you know what it is? If you don't make the program enticing, because not everybody that goes up and try to teach somebody, people want to listen. Because if you don't have a dynamic way of speaking, the prison's going to be like, yeah. Tell me something that my mother didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to let them know that, listen, this is your life. Not, you see that nigga over there? I bet you $5 he'll be back next month. This is what the COs are doing. And I'm sure when they saw my son the second time, they said, didn't I say that nigga was coming back?
So I mean, and you know, you got a good point. So I mean, I guess what we got to try to do is like, what can we do in order to? I know you had mentioned prevention, and I mean, from you as a mother who firsthand is seeing the trials and tribulations that your son is going through, and you're being there, and I know that you know they say there's no pain like a mother's pain. So I mean. And I know, you know, you said you've already got some things and some plans that you're doing so that when he's released, that he can, you know, get back into society and everything. I know you had mentioned that you're also trying to possibly, you know, with your trial by fire, you're thinking about maybe even starting your own
group home.
Yes.
Yes. For young boys.
Okay.
Because this came to birth because of trial by fire. I'm opening up a group home. It's called Agape Youth Home. It's for the ages of, like, say, I think 12 to 16, because the prison system is like a grave. It has what you call empty plots waiting. So as a preventive method, if you can get them before they're totally consumed in the system, because they need, spirituality is taken out of everything.